Typically in the morning, you wait at the shanty until about 7 o'clock. You go in at 7, and you start making your way up the ladder, climbing up the steel. Every 2 floors, you plank it off, then you disconnect the bottom of the mast and tie it to the boom on top of the choking cable. You get a heavy block on the job. It weighs 200, 250 pounds, something like that. I started when I was just 18 years old working structural steel. I've worked on buildings 120, 130 feet high. Most people are afraid of heights like that, so automatically every ironworker's got an ego. You're doing something somebody else can't do, and you get to wear a tool belt. When you're a kid fresh out of high school and you get to keep your wrenches in like a holster, you feel like a cowboy or a sailor. Now, if I put a 2x4 on the floor, I couldn't move you with a stick. But you put that up 50 feet, a little gust of wind happens, you overreact, you might end up falling off. That's where most ironworkers start off as kids. If you're fresh out of high school and the guy next to you is walking the beam, traditionally you're going to try walking it too. Ironworkers very, very rarely fall in the hole. That's what they call it. If you fell off a building, you fell in the hole. You ironwork long enough, you're going to see some real scares. I noticed myself, I get a copper taste. You ever put a penny in your mouth when you were a kid? You know that taste? It's the taste of fear, I guess. And I always knew I was going to be an ironworker. My brothers were ironworkers, and my father was an ironworker. So it was a natural course of events. And my father, well, Dad was real upset I didn't go to college. I had a college boy come in this summer. He saw the book in my back pocket and he was amazed. He goes, "You read?" That's the kind of non-recognition you can get from some people. To say that a man is just a laborer, a woman is just a housewife, bothers you sometimes. Sometimes, some mornings, I'm looking across the skyline at a building that I built, and I'm looking down at the garage that I built, and I see a nice little car pulling in, and I know some guy from the Burbs is driving it. And I know he's not going to think about me, but I think about him sometimes. Driving his air-conditioned car into his air-conditioned office, sitting back and enjoying the ride.